Hello everyone. If you remember, my name is Miguel Colindres and we are going to be working in a different way just by now. You have to watch this video and then you have to make some exercises about this topic, so you have to pay attention. We're going to be talking about the future will, affirmative, its structure, its uses. So let's start with the video.
Promise me, Shifu. Promise me you will believe.
I will try.
That is a great movie, right? Well, they are talking about a promise. They say, promise me you will believe. And Shifu says, I will try. So they are using the future tense will, affirmative, to make a promise. And that is what we use it for. But also, what is the future will, affirmative? Well, we use it, the future will, to talk about an event in the future that we just have decided to do in that moment, right? We decided to do that action in that moment. So for that we use will and not going to, right? And also we use it for predictions and for promises. For example, if your cell phone is not working well right now, you can think, I will buy a new cell phone. And it is a decision that you take in that moment. And for that you use will. I will buy a new cell phone. And also if you are in a restaurant and someone is in front of you, you can say he will eat a delicious food if his food looks delicious, right? Well, so let's go to the structure of the future will affirmative. This structure of the future will affirmative is very simple. We just need the subject, will, the verb, and the complement. Well, as you know, the subject is any pronoun like I, you, they, and also names like Mary, Miguel. And then we need will, and then we need the verb that we can use come, and then the complement to the party. So complete the sentence we have, I will come to the party. And also you can make contractions with will. For example, I will, you say I'll, he will, he'll, etc. But there is a warning here. You can only make contractions with pronouns, because it is not correct to say Mary will work in the office. Instead, you can say Mary will work on the office without the construction, or if you want to use the construction, you have to use a pronoun. For example, she'll work in the office. Now let's talk about the uses of the future tense will affirmative. Well, the first use is for future actions happen without the speaker's intention. It is something that you cannot control. It's an action that you cannot control, right? So we can use it for the weather or for birthday. For example, the sun will shine tomorrow. You cannot control that the sun will shine tomorrow, right? So you use it for the weather and also for the birthday. We have another example here that says Peter will be 15 next Tuesday. So Peter's birthday will be next Tuesday. The second use is for predictions and assumptions. Well, if you want to make a prediction, I think Sue will arrive in Paris at 6 p.m. And also, if you have, for example, if you have a new partner in your job, you can say, I'm sure you will do well in the new job. Well, it is like a prediction or an assumption that you are making, right? The third use of will, as we saw at the beginning of the video, is about the promises and threats. Well, if you want to make a promise, you can say, I promise I will learn the poem by heart. And also, if you are outside or you are going to go out for a trip, you can say, I promise that I will write you every single day. The last use of will is about spontaneous actions, or actions or decisions that you take, that you decide on that moment, right? For example, if you are in a cold place, you say, I'm cold, I will put my gloves on. And also in a restaurant, if you lose your spoon, the waiter can say, I will bring you another spoon. So that's all for the uses of will. Now let's go to a little summary. About the summary, well, we saw that we use will to talk about an event in the future, but it's different from going to, right? Then its structure is subject plus will plus verb plus complement. We can make contractions with will, but only with pronouns. For example, I will, I'll. Then the uses of will. Well, we use will for future actions happen without the speaker's intention. We use will for predictions and assumptions, we use will for promises and threats, and we use will for spontaneous actions. And here you have the exercises about this topic. Well, it is the homework, and you have to make a Word document that contains at least 2 sentences with each use of will. For example, 2 sentences using will for promises and threats, 2 sentences using will for predictions and assumptions, etc. Right? Just with all the uses of will. And this homework, you're going to send it to me to my Gmail. There you have my Gmail, and you will have all the specifications and this publication. And also I will share with you a web page in which you can practice a little bit more about the future tense will affirmative, but it's just up to you if you want to do this. But the homework, you have to do it and send it to me to my Gmail. So thanks for watching this video, and have a nice day.